y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? Hey, yo, happy Thursday. Happy thriving Thursday. We working. Who working, y'all? I hope somebody came ready to work, y'all. We getting it in today. We got a lot to cover. And if you was here last week when we started our conversation about emotional intelligence and we didn't get to finish it, that's where we're going to pick up today, yo. So make sure you got your big notepads out today, y'all, because we going to really be going in, all the way in. Man, we is working, yo. How y'all feeling though, man? Listen, we got to get into it, yo. Who at the top of my list, yo? Breezy! What's up, Breezy? I ain't seen you up there in a hot little minute. How you feeling? What's good, yo? Good to see you. Good to see you. Marta General, what's up, Marta General? How you doing, yo? Good to see you. Hey, Ma, y'all see my mother. Tay Bands, what's up, Tay Bands? Yo, what's the date? Let me look at my calendar so I get the date right, yo. Listen, if y'all want to stop through, and I just found out today, what is it? October the 2nd. October the 2nd, y'all. 1:45 p.m. You know where the Heart Smiles mural is at? On Washington and Landale, right down the street from the Bloomberg School of Public Health, yo. Right there, they gonna be filming for a few hours. And Tay Bands is a big part of that. You can come and be a part of like the general set, the general scene, and all that. Get your time on screen. But yo, big deal. Y'all know our partners at Hip Hop Public Health, they do their annual gala. So we've been invited to play a small role in their gala. But yo, here's what we're going to be doing. And Tay Bands is a part of this. Y'all know the first gentleman, Doug, and he is Kamala Harris's husband. They going to be introducing him. And y'all know the legendary hip hop group Run DMC, right? DMC is getting an award, so they're going to be introducing DMC, yo. Like, yeah, hey, Marta General, it was so lit last year. No, it's going to be recorded. It's not going to be in person, unfortunately, because of COVID. It's going to be recorded. So that's why their film crew is coming here. So somebody coming from New York, Philly, and DC to do the filming. So they're going to do the filming and put together the whole thing. But we're going to have like those very important parts of introducing those very important people. So who know, y'all? Kamala Harris might be there supporting her husband. Like for real. So I'm just super proud. I'm super excited. We got, I don't even know who 42 Doug is, y'all. But Tay Bands is on there. Elder is on there. Beats is on there. And Soul is on there. And they on there because they the music people. So expect for those intros to be fire. I can't wait. But if you want to come out, you can definitely come out, y'all, and just be a part of the situation. It's going to be a good look. Definitely good networking. You already know how we do about building up that social capital, building up those connections. So if you want to come out, come and just have a good time with us, y'all. You can give me to meet me. I mean, hey, yo, I don't even know who that is for real. I couldn't pick that boy out in a lineup. But yeah, yo, I'm happy about that. I'm happy. Finn, what's up, Finn? How you doing, yo? Good to see you. Destiny, what's up, Destiny? I thought you was bluffing. How you doing? Good to see you, yo. Nisi Pooh, what's up, Nisi Pooh? How you doing, yo? Good to see you. Asita, what's up, Asita? How you doing, yo? Good to see you. Relly Rouse, what's up, Relly Rouse? Yo, shout out Relly Rouse. Journal J, we ain't seen her in a minute, but shout out Journal J too, because they are killing it at that middle school, y'all. Like they are absolutely killing it with those leadership sessions. I still got staff from the school hitting me up talking about how much they appreciate those sessions because they get to touch them and reach those middle schoolers in a way that they never could. So shout out to y'all for making that amazing, because if y'all weren't doing y'all thing, then it wouldn't even be no opportunity for anybody else to come behind y'all. So definitely proud of y'all on that. Big 16. Yo, let me find out he back. What's up, Big 16? We ain't seen you in a minute. How you feeling? What's up, Fizz? How you doing, yo? Fizz is my man. Hey, Fizz, I hope you can make it out, yo. I hope you can make it out, because gotta see you in person. Gotta meet you in person, Fizz. What's up? Chaos Smoothies. What's up, Chaos Smoothies? How you doing? Hey, yo, I know that's right. Asita feeling better than ever. I know. Hey, yo, booked, blessed, busy, yo. Yes, yo. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it, yo. What's up, Donovan? Shout out Donovan, y'all. Next Thursday, we're gonna have to take a small little break away from our lessons. That's why I gotta hurry up and get into it. But next Thursday, Donovan is actually hosting something for one of our partners. It's a discussion, I believe, around like mental health with urban media. So he's going to be basically moderating that conversation. So I'll be streaming that here so that we can support Donovan, yo, because it's a big deal, yo. It's like one of his first times moderating the entire situation. So that's definitely going to be a big deal. Jordy, what's up, Jordy? HU, good to see you, yo. How you feeling? How you feeling? Mr. Elaborator, what's up, Mr. Elaborator? How you doing, yo? Good to see you. Mr. Bonnet checking in. What's up, Mr. Bonnet? How you doing? Santana, what's up, Tanner? How you doing? Yeah, that's right, Donovan. Yep, back to school, mental health. Such a very important topic. All right, y'all. Let's get into this, y'all. We gotta, and you know what? Oh, hey, Jimmy the Deliver, stop playing, yo. Hey, yo. What's up, Jimmy the Deliver? Hey, yo, I hope y'all been watching Jimmy, yo. Jimmy really been stepping up, yo. Shout out to Jimmy, yo. Jimmy used to be on a borderline bluff situation, but now, yo, anything that got Jimmy name on it, yo, Jimmy is doing it, yo. Like, for real, in a big way. And Jimmy, you don't even know this, but your name be in rooms that you don't even be in with big people when they talking about, like, leadership, who they can look up to and who they depend on. So definitely shout out to you, y'all. Definitely shout out to you. And Jimmy and Nisi Pool, I need y'all to talk, like, just real quick whenever y'all get a chance, because Jimmy, remember the training that y'all did for with Miss Maya and them, where those doctors came in and did that training on like COVID for the COVID team. They want to come in and do something similar with this other project, the Voices on Vax project. So we thought that it was a good idea for just somebody that participated in that to just talk about that experience, what they talked about, what they learned, and all that. So if you could get an information to Nisi Pool so that she can have it, that would be great. And then she can help us kind of disseminate it with the rest of the people on the team. So thank you for that, yo. Cows, what's up, Cows? Hey, Kayla, what's up, Kayla? All right, y'all. We about to finish. Let me get my screen up on here, yo. We about to finish talking about emotional intelligence. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is so timely because I got like two other people, like businesses, state affiliated businesses that booked me to come in to talk exactly about this. So if they join this live, I'm gonna miss that whole contract, yo. So that's just to let y'all know like how serious this is. So let me get this. Get y'all notepads out, y'all. Get y'all notepads out. Where did we leave off? Remember, I had this ghetto situation, so I had to talk to y'all off of the written tip. We left off on social awareness. Yo say I don't know who Nisi Poo is. Hey yo, Taylor, yo. Taylor. What's up, say? Hey, I know Finn celebrated on joy, yo. Cancel the whole contract. But like this is where we left off at. We left off in terms of emotional intelligence, talking about like somebody having social awareness. All right. So the next one to get into, y'all, let me put my what's our date right here, y'all? This is 9/23. The next one we're gonna get into is our self-management. And this one is important, y'all, because when you talk about or think about like what you do for yourself, absolutely free game thing, yo, free to the free, yo, $1 million worth of game. But this is where like you really focusing on the things that you can control. And we know just in life in general, it's not a lot of those things that we control. So when we think about self-management, right? The first thing we got right here is time management. And really, when I get deep into the concept of time management, I do get to the point where I teach people that technically, when you get advanced, you'll find it's really no such thing as time management, because like you really can't manage your time. Everybody, we got the same 24 hours in a day, no matter where you reside at on this green earth, you got the same 24 hours. So it's really no managing time, but you can manage the things that you do with your time. You can manage your activities, you can manage your situations. So when you think time management, think of that, but bringing it back and connecting it to emotional intelligence, because remember, that's what we on right now. We on emotional intelligence. When it comes to self-management and time management, this right here becomes making time for your partner and not viewing them as an opponent. And that's big, y'all, because a lot of times, especially in the work setting, it's a lot of competition. The friendly competition is good because with friendly competition, you still helping each other, you still supporting each other. You ultimately want to see each other win, because when you win and your counterparts win, your teammates win, the whole team wins. So it's ultimately a win for you. But sometimes that can be dangerous, y'all. It can be dangerous when people have that unhealthy competition to where as though you purposefully want to put obstacles in people's way, or you purposefully don't want to share information that you know is going to help somebody. Like you purposefully want to make sure that somebody else fails so that way you can get ahead. That's a person with low emotional intelligence. And we're going to talk about some of the differences, the character trait differences between a person with low emotional intelligence and a high emotional intelligence. Yes, Big 16, too many people see somebody win it and they feel threatened instead of inspired. Absolutely. And that's how you know that they got that fixed mindset. You can link it right there to fixed mindset as well as low emotional intelligence. What's up, DeAsia? Thank you so much for sharing your story yesterday, yo. That was so powerful and so inspiring. So when you think of time management from emotional intelligence perspective, think making time for my partner, not seeing my partner as an opponent, and making sure that I do my part so that my partner wins. The The next thing on this, y'all, and this one is big, y'all, that's stress management. Very, very, very important. And with this one is about really understanding techniques that help you balance. And when we say help you balance, we mean help you balance your health, both mentally, also physically, and of course, spiritually and emotionally. This is going to look different for every single person. Everybody's going to have their different techniques and different things that work for them. What worked for me might not work for you. What worked for Finn might not work for Mr. Elaborator. What worked for Chaos Smoothies might not work for Sane. This is where you got to do your deep, deep, deep reflecting and really, really, really try to really try to figure out like what's going to work for you. Because if you don't have those techniques, stress is going to win your day every single time. Stress is going to run your day every single time, and you won't be able to get from up under it, because carrying that stress on you is like, it's a big deal, and it's an extra weight that most people, especially when you are trying to achieve a high level of success, we really just can't afford to have that extra weight. Deasia, you got our prayers, you got our love. Definitely let us know if there's anything we can do for you. But that's that stress management piece. This is another thing, y'all. Self-control. Self-control. A lot of us need to work on that. When you think of self-control, think of knowing how to control your emotions. And I feel like we talk about this almost every week, yo. And we're going to put a caveat on this. Your emotions and behaviors and difficult situations. Because that's what it's about, right? We all can control our emotions when everything is going right, when everything is going our way, when we really don't have any challenges or anything like that pressing up against us. When we not under pressure, it is so easy to control. Hey, Relly Rouse, then you was having the right conversation if you was talking about this, but it's so easy. But this is the part where emotional intelligence really kind of teaches us that we have to have self-control, not only over just ourselves in general, but our thoughts. We got to control our thoughts, because our thoughts eventually become our actions, especially when you allowing those thoughts to run crazy. And then your actions can most times become habits. And then next thing you know, you are just known for being the person that blow up all the time. You always find yourself in drama. You always find yourself in bad, negative situations that you can't seem to fight yourself out of, because self-control is winning. Like, yo, difficult situations, understanding how to control your emotions and your behaviors. All right. And then the last one for this particular one is adaptability. And when we say adaptability, y'all, think of adjusting to new situations. And I really don't like too much when people just say generically, like, adapting to the environment or adapting to whatever, because sometimes the environment or whatever the situation isn't something that you want to adapt to. Maybe that environment or what's happening doesn't align with your values, doesn't align with your goals. And in that case, you got some decisions to make. You got some hard choices to make. You know for sure that you definitely don't want to be a part of that. You don't want to succumb to that, because the next thing you know, now you find yourself, instead of leveling up, you leveling down. But once you are really strong and committed in your leadership, you'll be able to help change and turn around some of those environments so that people can see like what's really wrong and point out some of the toxic things in those environments and help to make those environments better, or make a decision that, hey, this ain't the environment that I need to be in. But either way, like first coming in, you want to be able to analyze and inspect and then determine if this is something that you want to adapt to, something you need to help change, or something you just need to leave like all together. So that's our adaptability. The next piece, and here's the last piece with emotional intelligence one, and this one is relationship management. And we talk about this all the time when we talk about building up our social capital and all those things like that. So when it comes to relationship management, emotional intelligence, y'all, what do we say all the time? Adding value. If you're coming into a space, hold up, Ma says sometimes it's hard to change an environment that don't want to change. Sometimes I remove myself. Hey, Ma, and you absolutely right. And that's exactly what I mean when I say being able to determine what's going to be right for you. Because you're right. It's hard to change an environment 100% of the time. Like that is a difficult task to do. But you got to think ahead and think about where you want to be and who you want to be. And if you really want to be a strong leader, there are going to be times where you're going to have to kind of stick it out, put yourself in that environment and work through ways on changing it. I did that so many times. Like that was like the majority of what I did at Comcast when I was moving around, was changing environments, because people didn't understand, like, no, you can't just fire your way out of poor performance. You got to look at the culture. You got to look at the environment, because you can have good people all day long, but if good people are in a toxic environment, you're never going to be able to see positive results. So part of what I did as a leader, like I couldn't just say, oh no, I ain't doing this. Like, okay, I had to really evaluate what the situation was, figure out what the plan was going to be, and then work the plan for changing the culture, for changing the environment. And yes, sometimes that did mean letting people go, because that's what you got to do sometimes. But a lot of times it really just meant connecting with people on their level and helping them to find the value between what they were doing and what their goals are in life. Because the goals that they had in life, the way that they saw it, it had nothing to do with Comcast. But they was at Comcast because they had to pay the bills. They had real responsibilities, so they had to be there. But once you figure out how to correlate that and allow people to now feel like they working for a purpose and they working towards something, you ain't gonna have to worry about it. They're gonna be on time. They're gonna stay late. They're gonna do above and beyond. Why? Because now it's for a purpose. You see a totally different side of people when they working for something versus when they not. Yes, I ain't said these days when I stepped out of high school throughout the weeks, I seen a lot happen all at once. I be running into myself when the negativity will lead. Yeah, and Mr. Elaborator, it's on us. And this is exactly why I take the time every single week to give y'all these skills so that you will be able to help make things better. Like people look at Heart Smiles and think that it was just came up overnight. And people always give us all these accolades and all this good stuff and all that, which I'm happily humble about. But like the stuff that I'm teaching y'all, like that's the sauce, that's the ingredients, that's the strategies that I use to create what y'all see. So important, y'all. So important. But with this relationship management, y'all, adding value, and we talk about that all the time, demonstrating your ability to add value. If all you doing is just showing up and you basically the leech, like you can't add nothing to the situation, you just always come in with your hand out and all you doing is just sucking the life out of the situation, low emotional intelligence, yo. Low emotional. Hey, now ain't do that, yo, because we need some of these schools that ain't too hot. And I'm not even trying to talk bad about your school or nothing, but like, yo, for some reason, the poly people and the Western people, they get it. The poly people and Western people get it. It's no reason why we should have all these poly and Western people, and we ain't hardly got no Emerson people. We ain't hardly got no Douglas people, no Reginald F. Lewis people. Like, yo, some of these schools that's at the bottom of the totem pole, that's where we need to be, because poly and Western people, their mindset is already different anyway coming into high school. That's why they pick those schools. So we got to do a better job at reaching out to some of these schools that's not up there with poly and Western. Because if all we got is poly and Western, like, yo, then what are we really doing? We ain't really doing nothing, because they gonna be good regardless. We gotta get some of them lower schools, y'all. But yeah, so adding value. And then this next one for relationship management, y'all, your influence. And this is heavy, because once you step into that leadership role, yo, your influence is going to grow, and your influence is going to keep growing, especially as people connect more and more to you. Teamwork and collaboration. This is a big one, y'all. And the reason why our situation is set up the way that it is with these projects is so you can get first-hand experience with this teamwork and collaboration, because that's not easy, especially for people who like stuff done right, and you like stuff done in a particular manner, and like you are just good at working by yourself. Teamwork and collaboration is a tough thing to do, but it's a necessary thing to do, especially for leaders, yo. It's a very, 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 very necessary thing for us to do. And that's why the projects are structured the way that they are. So if you want a project, make sure that you are taking advantage of the opportunity to be a leader, but also to be a good teammate, and to also build up your skills on how to work with people that you probably don't even care for real, people that you probably would never invite to your house for dinner. How do you work with them? People that you probably wouldn't have a regular conversation with. How do you work with them? Those are $1 million skills, y'all. Those are the skills that break the bank in the corporate world and just out here in the leadership world, because not too many people can do that. And that's why they be failing as leaders. Yes, Marta General. Yo, that recording where the administrator took that sticker down, it's crazy. But this other one right here too, y'all. Developing others. And I'm so glad that I get to watch this one firsthand, because people like Finn that's out there teaching middle schoolers, Relly Rel out there teaching middle schoolers, Journal J out there teaching middle schoolers, Chaos Smoothies out there teaching elementary, and Relly Rel's going to be doing elementary too. So it's a bunch of y'all, and Marta General out here teaching actual teachers. Like, yo, so the developing others is very important, because when you think about leadership and emotional intelligence, it means that you are intentional about helping others to get better. Like, it's one thing to just have their back and to help them through something or to help them do something. It's a whole nother thing where you are intentionally helping them to build skills, or helping them to build on skills that they may already have. And people, too many times in leadership positions, they only want to work for people that are weaker than them, or people that don't know as much as them. Why? Because their stupid tails think that that makes them a stronger leader, or that it makes them look better. When in actuality, no. It makes you look like a weak leader, and it makes you look like the person that you keep your foot on people's necks, and you don't want other people to grow. Don't ever be that leader, y'all. If you know some information, share that information. I mean, obviously, sometimes it's sensitive information that you can't share, but I'm talking about information that's going to help some better or do their job better. Share that information. If you see somebody doing something that's in a like a wrong way or whatever like that, if you know the proper way, or if you can help that person be more productive with that, help that person out. This is about developing people, and it'll help you build up those skills with your emotional intelligence the more you do that. And then the final thing on this one, y'all, is communication. This one can't be stressed enough. And y'all see how it be on some of these projects where people fail to communicate or their communication is lacking. It'd be crazy. So definitely make sure that you are communicating even during those times where you might not feel like it's necessary. The rule of thumb, especially when you are in like a leadership position, the rule of thumb is it is better to over communicate than to under communicate. Because when you over communicate, nobody can ever say that they didn't know. Y'all been on some of my projects, right? So y'all know that one of the first things that I do when we got a project is I do that group chat. And in that group chat, the very first message, it's probably going to be 3 or 4 different parts to it because, you know, I can only do but so much. It's probably going to be 3 or 4 different parts to it. But that first message is giving you all the information that's needed for that particular project. All the information that I know at that time. I'm not holding nothing back. I'm not waiting or none. I'm giving you everything up front so that everybody can always refer to it. And the smartest people screenshot it or save it to their notes or whatever like that. But again, it goes in with that over communicating. And some people might think that that's annoying sometimes. And some people might get like a little frustrated at that. But when it comes to emotional intelligence, again, with the communication part, communicate to people why you do that. If you notice that people get annoyed or people get frustrated or whatever like that, communicate why you do that. We had one, the CBS, the activist opportunity. Remember, we had that group chat, and one night we was in there talking. It was probably like 11 o'clock or something. I forget what we was talking about, but it was relevant to what we were doing. And one person said, all right, y'all, well, good night, because I know everybody tired of their phone dinging. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, yo, like, no, we not. Like, we trying to be prepared. We trying to communicate. This is what teamwork is about. But I just kindly replied, like, look, turn the notifications off. Put your do not disturb on. Like, do what you got to do in order to make yourself comfortable. But I was clear in the fact that this is why we have this group chat together, so that we can communicate. And I do understand that sometimes communication happens on off hours, and it's fine if you don't want to communicate on the off hours, but do what you need to do with your phone and not try to stop the communication, because the communication has to be free flowing. If it wasn't, it wouldn't have been no way that we would have been able to come together on such short notice and have such an amazing turnout. Like those Raven tickets that we got, that's because the CBS team did such an amazing job and those tickets got donated to us. Like, that don't happen every day. So, but yes, that's communication. All right, let's get to some of these character traits, y'all. Let's get to some of these character traits of people with low emotional intelligence versus people with high emotional intelligence. So let's do low right here. Let's do high right here. Hey, Mr. Elaborator. Yes, I did get your tickets. I did not forget. I'm going to send out a mass email to everybody that got tickets with the like gate information, time, and all that type of stuff like that. No, I got everybody's stuff. I just haven't sent out the communication. But everybody gonna be good though. We actually got we actually got more requests than tickets that we have. So I can only at this point guarantee everybody 2 tickets. So the people that requested more than 2 tickets, I'm gonna have to work that out to see what we can do for that. But yeah, that's gonna be fun though. I'm mad I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna be in Denver. The one time that one of these national conferences I gotta do, normally they always be virtual. The one time I got something to do, yo, and it's on a Sunday, this conference is in person. And the conference is actually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So, but my part is on Sunday, so I'm gonna miss it. But Miss Money Mo gonna be there with y'all, and Miss Caitlin gonna be there, so it's gonna be cool. But all right, y'all. Character traits: low emotional intelligence, high emotional intelligence. People with low emotional intelligence, y'all, they are absolutely going to be aggressive. Can't get away from it, y'all. Absolutely going to be aggressive. They are going to be demanding. They are going to be egotistical. They are going to be bossy. And they are going to be confrontational. And if you think about, yo, make sure you use your globe. I know, hey, yo, my globe is right here. I look at it every single day. Yes. Yo, when you think about like just these few ones that I listed, right? We got more to go, but just these few ones, like it's written all over that this person, especially if they're in a leadership role, bad leader all day long, nobody is going to want to work for you. Nobody, not only are they not going to want to work for you, even worse, they're not going to respect you. They're not going to respect you. You're not going to have their trust, and they're not going to want to do anything for you. And that's the thing that people miss about leadership. Just because somebody give you a title and call you a leader, that's cool and all. But if people are only doing what you say because of that title, technically you're not really a leader. You're just a person with a title. You don't really graduate to being a leader until people are following you because they want to. Keyword, because they want to, because they are inspired to, because it's something that they want to do. Now, on the other hand, right, people with high emotional intelligence, right? Instead of us being aggressive, right, we are assertive. Because at the end of the day, I mean, we're not no pushovers. We're going to get it done. Hey, Cam said it connects to what we talk. Hey, them colleges be on it. Yes, we are assertive. We're going to get our job done. Instead of us being demanding, we are ambitious. Got big goals. We got things that we want to get done. Instead of us being egotistical, yo, we are driving. Like, we not walking around with this big head, but we are very much driven towards success. Like, as nice as I am, as kind as I am, as caring as I am, as compassionate as I am, don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me, because I am definitely serious about what I got to get done. And don't let people trick you into thinking that you can't be a leader without being like this hard, bossy, aggressive, mean person. Don't let nobody trick you into thinking that. The best, most influential leaders are caring and compassionate, but they still get their stuff done. Hey, Martin General, you already know. You already know. Instead of being bossy, we are strong-willed. And instead of being confrontational, y'all, we are decisive. And like, big contrast. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you wrote the word down. Yes, yo. Got to, yo. Got to. But yes, so there's that contrast right here. Keeping with the low. Let me write it down again since it went up there. Low emotional intelligence, high emotional intelligence. When you got low emotional intelligence, yo, you are easily distracted. And don't feel bad, y'all. Hold up. They just said when you be caring, they F you over. So what you supposed to do? And the agent, I'm so glad that you said that because that's so important when you think about who you want to be, right? So when you think about you being a caring person, yes, other people benefit from it, but you got to make a conscious decision to say, you know what? I want to be a caring person. This is who I want to be. So whether or not this person appreciates it, if they even deserve it, I'm going to be caring because that is who I am. And that's a whole nother level of self growth when you're looking at it that way, because now you aren't being reactive to the world, to what the world throws at you. Because if we lived our life in a reactive state, we would constantly be cussing each other out. And I'm not talking about in a good way where you cussing somebody out to make them better. I mean, like really cussing them out. Yo, this violence on the street. Look nowhere further than right here where we live. This right here is a prime example of like the lack of care, compassion, and empathy. Because think about it. If somebody got into a heated argument, because a lot of this gun violence, that's where it's starting from. It's starting from arguments and people not knowing how to control their emotions. So they go from 0 to 1,000, and now somebody done lost their life. But imagine if they were caring, not because the person that F them over deserved it, but because that's the person that they was. They just wanted to be a caring person. Then they would be able to show some mercy. They would be able to let that situation go. Instead of coming back, shooting up the block, they would be able to let that situation go because of who they are. But no, too many people are living in this reactive space where they are reacting to everything that happens to him. My man try to talk to your girl, now you mad, you shooting him up. Y'all in whatever situation y'all in to get money, somebody don't count the right amount of money and you come up short, boom, somebody hair blown off. Exactly, fam. They don't know how to talk things out, they don't know their worth. But like, yo, imagine if they were out there on the streets with this type of mindset, that type of stuff couldn't happen. It wouldn't happen because of who you are. Yes, Chaos Smoothies, that's exactly why we gotta reach the younger youth, yo. And definitely not just the polys and the westerns, but those other schools, and definitely starting in elementary and in middle school when people really before they even start to come to these situations. So when they get to those situations, they already know what to do. Yes, they react so fast without thinking. These things that I'm teaching y'all now, these things teach you how to live proactively and not reactively. Because when you live proactively, you already know ain't nobody about to push your buttons like that. Don't nobody got that much power over you. You living proactively, you already know it ain't nothing that nobody can say to you to to make you react in a way that is like so far outside of your character that you don't even recognize yourself. I'm not saying that you don't ever feel those negative emotions. We all do. We all get angry. We all get upset. We all get mad, depressed, whatever. You name the emotion, each and every one of us have felt that emotion. But the difference between us and other people is we understand how to control those and we understand how not to let those emotions define who we want to be. Simple as that, yo. Simple as that. But so And thank you for that, Lord Riz, because that was a very important point. So people with low emotional intelligence, y'all, easily distracted. And don't feel bad, because I'm not talking about the easily distracted where like you might be on this live right now, but you scrolling up and down Instagram too, and you liking pictures, not even really worried about what I'm saying. Not that type of distracted. The type of distracted where you are having a conversation with somebody, say like one of your team members is asking for your advice on something, and you just not in the conversation. Like you know where to be found in the conversation. You're physically there. Yeah, your body is there. They can see your face, but as soon as they stop, you don't even recognize that they stopped because your mind was somewhere totally different, yo. Yes, Chaos Smoothies, being in the moment. Your mind was somewhere else. So you trying to figure out how y'all got to this part of this awkward silence, and that person is like, well, what do you think? And you just don't even know. Yo, people with low emotional intelligence, they do that frequently. And that's really not cool because you lose points as a leader and as somebody that people respect. And that's why for me, hey, Rose say he be blanking out. Hey, yo, gotta get better at that, yo. And that's why, Miss Johnny, one day you should talk about cognitive flexibility. Man, listen, now you throwing them big words out. Look, I just be breaking it down on the lower level. You gotta tell me what the big title is. I don't know what the title is, yo. I ain't into all that. I just know what it means. But yo, um, you gotta make sure that you are finding a way to um, connect with people in that moment, but then also figuring out for you what works best for you in terms of those situations. For me, like yo, and this is just something that I do for me. If I know that a person needs my 100% undivided attention, I'm not going to engage in a conversation right away. Like if they call me or whatever like that, I'll go ahead and decline the call and send a text message. Hey, I can't talk right now, but are you good? Now, if they say they not good, then whatever I'm doing, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that and get on the phone with them to talk to them to at least get them to a place where they good. But as long as they good, I'm fine. And now I haven't caused any damage to my personal brand. I haven't caused any damage to our relationship, because imagine if somebody called me and yeah, it might not have been important to me, but obviously if they're calling me, it's important to them. And I'm not giving them my undivided attention, or I'm not giving them any attention at all. I'm wasting everybody's time. And not only am I wasting everybody's time, I'm subliminally telling that person that their issue isn't important. They aren't important. They don't matter to me. You might not be saying those words, but that's what your actions say. So that's why I'm intentional about that. Like about when I answer my phone calls or even like text. Like sometimes if I get like a super long text, if I know for a fact that I just like can't deal with it, like I'll probably try to make sure that it ain't no emergency or nothing like that. And then when I can provide a thoughtful reply back, then I'll sit down and reply. But you got to see what works for you. People at Comcast, they already knew, yo, if you needed my undivided attention, don't hit me up when I'm first walking in the office. I got too many things to get done first to clean up from the night before. People already knew. And that was something that I put out there. So with this being distracted, just be mindful of you being like where you are supposed to be mentally and emotionally, especially when you're dealing with like people who are looking up to you as a leader. People with low intelligence, yo, and I'm a little guilty of this one, yo. Selfish, yo. Yo, very is your mentor for Comcast still alive? You know what? He is. He better be alive. His name is Brent. I'm not even sure. Let me see if I still got him. Because we was only connected on Facebook. He was so cool too. Let me see if we still friends. I would love to bring him on and he could talk to y'all. Yeah, here he go. Yeah, I only got him on Facebook nowadays. It say that he still work at Comcast. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna hit him up and I'll see if we can make that happen. Cause that'll be cool. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yo, said Brent like Brent. Hey, yo, you crazy, yo. Bye, yo. I don't even know who that is. But but yet people with low emotional intelligence, yo, selfish. Me, I'm guilty of being selfish with my food. Like that's about it. And that's because I give so much of myself. I'm like, yo, the least I can do is have my food. But in this situation, like what we talking about like being selfish with information, being selfish with skill building, being selfish with like helping people learn, like that type of being selfish. So also, y'all, poor listener, get them listening skills up, yo. Hey, Finn, no, I will buy you your own before you get a piece of mind. People with low emotional intelligence, y'all, are poor listeners. And this one is so sad because it connects so much with communication. And y'all know that, what you say is the least bit of concern when it comes to communication, yo. Over 80% of communication is everything else. When you talk about your body language, your eye contact, your listening. So, like, yo, if you are a poor listener, and I ain't gonna lie, yo, sometimes I get caught up too. If you ever talking to me and I say, "Oh, that's crazy," I ain't hear a daggone thing you just said. I probably just gave myself up on that way, yo. But I'm telling, hey, yes, yes, Jordan, yes, yo. But listen, you just gotta make sure that you're not that poor listener, yo, because that's a big, big, big part of communication, yo. And you gotta be listening to what's not being said as well, yo. Say, oh, all right. Yeah. But like, yo, you gotta be listening to what's not being said. And that's what makes people the opposite of poor listeners. That's what makes you a great listener, is when you're able to kind of read in between those lines and dig deeper and ask the right questions. Like when people were talking to you, it lets them know that you are in tune with the conversation when you are asking relevant questions. Not only is it giving you like more information to go off so that you can be informed or up to date or whatever the case may be, you can give better advice, but it also gives them a sense of comfort that, oh, this person really do care. Like I really do matter. And when you are in a leadership position, y'all, that's what it's about. That's why we talking about emotional intelligence in the first place, because that's what it's about. Making people feel like they matter, making people feel like you care. And granted, like sometimes we might not really care too much, but the person that we are, the person that we are constantly striving to become, that person wants to have an environment, have a situation, create a culture where people feel like they are cared for, like they matter. And you as the leader, it is your responsibility first to help create that. Um, where we at? Impulsive. Yeah, people with low emotional intelligence, y'all, very impulsive. Let's get the people. Dang, y'all, out time, yo. Sheesh, where did our time go? All right, let me hurry up and list these, y'all. People with high emotional intelligence, they are warm people. You know how you can just feel somebody energy and you know that they just like a good person, yo. Like they got that warm energy. You just want to be around them. That's people with high emotional intelligence. People who are enthusiastic, yo. People who are sociable. And introverts, I know, y'all, we never have enough time. Introverts, I know that being sociable is going to be a tough one for you, but that's something that you're going to have to get over, especially if you want to master this emotional intelligence, because emotional intelligence is always about the other people. And believe it or not, y'all, people with high emotional intelligence, they are charming. And I ain't talking about y'all trying to get dates and sliding in people DMs and all that stuff like that, but charming in the sense of you were able to hold those conversations, to be light, to be humorous, and to be that person that's kind of like the light in the room. AKR smoothies. I had to put it out there, yo, because some people gonna be hopping in DMs like, "Oh, Miss Joni told me to be charming." That is not what I meant. That is not what I meant. And people with high emotional intelligence are persuasive. And this is the one where I got to make my disclaimer, y'all. I'm teaching y'all some high level stuff. Executives and CEOs at big businesses, I'm talking think Amazon, think Walmart, think Target, not the workers, the people who run and own that stuff, think Apple. Like these are the lessons that they learn. These are the lessons that they learn that helps them to be successful. So with this one, I got to make this disclaimer. Don't be reckless with this persuasive one, because this is where people who know these things that I'm teaching y'all and want to use them for bad, this is where they get into manipulating people. And this is where they get into playing mind games with people, especially people who are weak minded. Like, yo, people who are weak minded and easily influenced, they are high targets for people who know this stuff that I'm teaching y'all, but want to use it for bad. So don't ever be that person that play on a weak person. When we say persuasive, we don't mean getting people to do something because it's in your best interest, or coercing people into doing something that you know is wrong and you getting them to do it because you don't want your hands dirty. No, that's not the type of persuasive. This type of persuasive is the type of persuasive where if you're trying to help somebody grow, and like you want to try to maybe persuade them to go to school, or to take up a trade, or to look at their life from a different perspective, like that type of stuff, to where as though the end result is some type of benefit to that person. And that can be your measuring stick with this one. If you are trying to persuade somebody one way or the other and the end result isn't a benefit for them, then you probably being a manipulator, and that's not cool. That's not cool. Hey, Mom said, well, I know about sliding them DMs. Hey, yo, you need to calm down. Browser persuasive, whatever you talk is appealing to the ear. Yeah. Okay. And that's the case. The TikTok star got high intelligence. Yeah. Like, yeah. Listen, you supposed to use this knowledge to be able to build yourself up. You got to be persuasive to get people to listen. Absolutely. Yes, yes, and yes. Especially when you get into like that next level of leadership where you're doing like big meetings with like board members or employees, or like all staff meetings and like all that type of stuff. Like, yeah, because people got to be able to trust you. And some people may be coming in with one particular mindset, and you got to be able to help them either change their mindset, or see a different side, or even just understand a different perspective. So it's a lot when it goes into like leadership, because leadership is all about people. That's what it's about. You're not leading processes, you're not leading things, you're not leading places, you're leading people. So in order to lead people, you got to understand people. So big deal. Y'all, we are not going to be able to get through the rest, y'all. Our time, yo. Our time is never, ever, ever enough, yo. And unfortunately, next week we ain't gonna be able to pick up. We'll pick up the week after next. All right, we'll pick up the week after next. Next week, make sure y'all on, bring your friends, all that, because we definitely want to support my man's Donovan. He's going to be facilitating, which is going to be a good look. The conversation with Urban Health Media, facilitating the conversation about mental health and back to school. I know, Finn. Yo, never enough. Yo, always valuable. Hey, listen, I hope somebody found value in this. I hope, Finn, if you take this stuff to your job, yo, you're going to be the warden in not even a year. I promise you. They will be trying to make you they will try to make you run all the jails, yo. You take this stuff there. This is high level stuff. Yes, Ma, if you're leading people, you need to understand people. Yep. That's what I said last time. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. All right. So let me get this off of here, y'all. Hope y'all got a lot of good notes. I hope y'all got some things that you can actually like take with you and start practicing as you become better leaders and as you grow just on your journey of personal growth. Um, some good stuff, y'all. Some good stuff and some powerful stuff. So if anybody has any questions, you can just hit me up afterwards. I think Beats got a conflict today, y'all. So he won't be on today. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to close out. Marta General said it was helpful. Yes, that's what I like to hear, y'all. Kat said on jail supposed to be like rehabilitation centers. That would be helpful in that case too. Yeah, man. Yeah. Supposedly, that ain't that's not the memo that I get from people that's been in jail, that's what it is. But that's the absolute reason, like, why it's important to have like a certain type of leadership in those positions. Because if you had people who understood that you're supposed to be getting rehabilitated, that they supposed to be helping you, and that even though you were convicted of a crime, they still supposed to be caring and compassionate and all that. Like if you had a system that was running like that, people wouldn't be coming out still hardcore, like still haven't changed, still haven't learned. Now, granted, you got your people who do actually come out and do something with themselves. Dan is a perfect example, but like, yo, he had to work for that on his own. He wasn't getting no help on the inside from them. Like he had to work for that on his own. Thank you, Donovan. I'm so happy that was helpful. So, all right, y'all. That's it, man. That is it for me, yo. That is it. Make sure y'all lock your calendars. What did we say? What was that date? Let me get that date, yo. October the 2nd, yo. 1:45 p.m. We're going to be filming at the corner of Washington and Landvale, yo. Everybody is welcome to come if you want to be in the film, yo. They're going to be introducing the second gentleman of the United States, that's Kamala Harris's husband, and DMC from the legendary music group Run DMC, yo. Thank you, KR Smoothies. Yes. So I hope to see y'all out there, yo. It's going to be a lot of fun, yo. And you get to be a part of something huge. It's a big deal. But go be productive. Yo, yes, Ma, already on it, studying for your test. See you, Destiny. You are quite welcome. Yo, go be productive. Yo, if you on here, then I know you already got goals. So I ain't even got to give you the whole spiel about your goals because I already know you got goals. But this is where you go and you work on those goals. Yo, you still got about at least, what, 3 more hours left in your workday, yo? Work on those goals. Stop just keep talking about it, but actually go and work on those goals and get the things done that you say that you want to get done, yo. Cam, yes, I hope that you can be there, yo. Hopefully you'll be home, yo. So, all right, yo, if y'all rocking tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow on Focus Friday. And y'all, start getting some people from those other schools, yo, to be on here, yo. Start getting people from those other schools, yo. Yes, yes, and yes. That's what we doing. We gotta reach down there and bring them up. But all right, y'all. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good one. I see y'all tomorrow, y'all.